Hello, everybody. This is SuperFang99. Before we begin, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. It really helps out the channel. That being said, we are starting the run for Return to the Forgotten Age. Yeah, I'm super excited. I've always said that Return to the Forgotten Age is harder than the original Forgotten Age, which is true for most of the Return twos, but for very different reasons. Both campaigns are very different, and I'm ready to explore that with y'all. Haha, no pun intended. If you haven't watched Return twos on my channel before, we're going to be skipping most of the flavor text, except for cards that I've never seen before. At least it was on the previous campaign, I should say. I'm also going to be making as many different choices as I did from the original one, which means that I'm going to be going a very different route in this run. Additionally, if there's ever a scenario that requires you to shuffle in or choose from a random bunch of new stuff that the Return twos give, for example, new locations or whatever, I'm going to be prioritizing the new locations over the old ones to include them, just to show them off. It may skew some things in my favor, out of my favor, but it's just to show it off so that, we get the full experience. We don't feel like the scenario is exactly the same as the original. Well, with that out of the way, let's get on into it. Let's start by showcasing the decks that I'm going to be running today. So I'm bringing back Mark Harrigan for this run. He was most recently, I believe, in my Return to the Path to Carcosa run, and he will be fighting some snakes this time. So if you want to go check out that run, if it's on my channel, you can check it out. But Mark, of course, all reliable. I love him a lot. And we'll get to be playing with some new stuff that came out since that campaign run. Okay, let's go into his deck. Our main swinging device, as you'll say, is the Runic Axe. I've never actually showcased the Runic Axe on this channel in its fullest. Obviously, it was in my Vincent Lee deck, going through Dark Matter. But, yeah, we're going to go. And I'm going to upgrade it all the way, basically. So we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, we have some backup weapons. We have the Enchanted Blade from the new Circle Undone expansion. We also have 2 survival knives for eventually a plan is to have survival knives along with these bandoliers and the Runic Axe to be able to deal damage all the time. All the time, baby. 1 copy prepare for the worst. I'm planning to stick to the plan eventually, so I only need 1 for now. Also, I was having trouble getting rid of some cards in my deck. And we got 2 copies of Guard Dog. It's an awesome ally in Mark. I might actually upgrade into the upgraded Guard Dog now that that card is out, and I wanted to try it out, so there we go. Got 2 copies of Second Wind. I anticipate myself taking a lot of damage, so healing in this way is good. And also, Second Wind is just it's a relatively efficient healing card, which is good. All right, on to some economy. We got 2 stand-togethers. We got an emergency cache and a bunch of skills. We have 2 copies of Take the Initiative, 2 copies of Inspiring Presence for that Guard Dog, 2 copies of Vicious Blow, and 2 copies of Overpower. And now let's talk about our level 0 tactics that Mark can take. He's taking 2 copies of Shortcut, 2 copies of the new Act of Desperation card. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to throw an Enchanted Blade at a snake. It'll be awesome. 2 copies of Kicking the Hornet's Nest, both a flex card to be able to get some clues, and a economy card to get some resources. And then there is signatures. That's basically Mark's deck. Pretty solid, I think. Going to be able to dish out a lot of damage, especially once the Runic Axe gets upgraded. All right, let's move on to Harvey Walters. So, Harvey Walters, we haven't seen him on the channel yet, I believe. He is the Professor. 4 willpower, 5 intellect, 1 combat, and 2 agility. Reaction: after an investigator at your location draws 1 or more cards from their deck during the investigation phase, that investigator draws a card. Limit once per round. So I believe that that's mostly going to be used for Harvey, but Mark does have an inbuilt way to draw a card with his ability and Sophie. Oh, where's Sophie? Did I not pull Sophie out? Well, I'll go get Sophie in a bit. But Harvey is going to be the big draw engine. He is a mono class seeker. And so we're going to be leaning heavily into that. Okay, first card of his deck is going to be Force Learning. Mostly because I wanted to put a lot of cards in his deck and I had trouble whittling them down. So Force Learning it is. Next, we have Jeremiah Kirby. We are still playing Not Taboo, so Jeremiah is cost 0. I'm actually planning on starting to play Taboo once I start the Circle and Done run. So for now, we get to like Jeremiah Kirby a lot. I'm going to be mostly going for evens because there's a lot of 0 cost and 2 cost cards in this deck. And also, he's just a really good ally. Laboratory Assistance, card draw and hand size. Grim Memoir, more card draw. Empirical Hypothesis is going to be the customizable card that I go. It's going to be a lot of card draw, fast card draw specifically. Tooth of Esli, it has card draw, obviously, but it also is a good defensive card, especially for those agility treacheries. Arcane Enlightenment, I'm probably going to side these out eventually, but for now, it's a decent hand slot booster. I don't actually have anything else that can put in hand slots. I do have Magnifying Glass, so actually that would work. But for now, I think it's also just good willpower commits. I have 2 Research Librarians. I am planning to get, I think, the Prophesy of Profana at some point in this campaign, so it'll be good to grab that in any other tomes we get. For example, that's it. Extensive Research, so some payoffs for the big hand. Gets free 2 clues, pretty good. Some economy for Crack the Case. The new Crack the Case from Circle Undone is an awesome card, obviously. Burning the Midnight Oil and Cryptic Writings, of course, also very good, reliable resources. Calling in Favors, because I have a lot of allies that do stuff when they enter play, so I think it'll be good to trigger those. And I have 2 copies of Magnifying Glass because it's just good. All right, so here's some more jank. Well, not jank, I should say. More Map the Areas. I was very impressed with Map the Area in the last campaign run with the Forgotten Age, so I'm like, let's bring it back. Let's see what happens. 2 Mind Over Matters, just in case. And we have 2 copies of Fine Clothes. So in the first scenario, I actually won't need this. This is specifically for Threads of Fate, because I think we might have some trouble there. So hopefully we can get those there. Otherwise, it's just good fodder for Forced Learning. 2 copies of Deduction. 2 copies of True Understanding. 2 copies of Eureka. 2 copies of Curiosity. Now that I have this card, this is going to be awesome for Big Hand. 2 copies of Inquiring Mind. And 2 copies of Perception. And then a last copy of Unexpected Courage, because we need 45 cards in our deck. Alright, so that is Harvey Walters. What do I need to do? I need to go get some random basic weaknesses, so I will be right back. Alright, so I've counted, as always, we have a total of 35 random basic weaknesses that are good candidates, or that are candidates. That number is up because I added the TCU weaknesses. So, starting with Mark, 1 to 35. Here we go. 34. No. Is that the devil? No, it's Damned. Okay. That's actually kind of fun. Sure, I'll get my tarot deck out. That's just fun. Did we actually have this weakness at some point? I think we did. Before setting up each game, draw a random card from the tarot deck and place it in front of you in the reverse position. Each other investigator ignores its effects. I mean, it'll be fun. Certainly. All right. And for Harvey Walters, now 1 to 34. Here we go. 32. So I believe... Is that 13th Vision? I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. 30. 1, 2. What? Wait, did I do that right? Hold on. That doesn't seem right. Okay, that's 9. This gets us to 18. Oh, wait, right. I forgot to skip this one. So 19, 20. Oh, no, that's right. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Oh, 30. 1, 2. Wait, what? 3, 4, 5? Hold on. Did I miscount in general? I'll be right back. Okay, yes, I did miscount. So we actually have a total of 36 weaknesses. I'm just going to do this over again. We're doing it live. My apologies. Here we go. 1 to 36. Oh, okay. Well, shit. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You know what? I have actually already done that weakness. So we're not going to do it again. I know it's one of these that could just kill us. So I'm just going to disregard it. My apologies. Trying to make a good video here. Okay, 8. That's probably fine. Stubborn Detective. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's for Mark. And subtract it. And then we're going to go for Harvey. 33. I think that actually is the 13th vision. Right? 5, 4, 3. Oh, right. That's what I'm doing. So I'm actually skipping this. So actually, Harvey's going to get the tower, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it is a new weakness. So, okay. I hope forgive me, please. It's a little awkward. It's hard to randomize these, you know? Anyway, I'm going to sleep this up, and I'll be right back. And we're back. So actually, I think the only thing I need to do last is go over the additional explore rules for the return to, which just clarifies that enemies can now be in the exploration deck, and obviously when you would draw them, you would draw them as normal. And that, yeah, the explore rules are gonna change, and we'll get into that when we get into the scenarios. But that's basically it. What else? I'm playing on standard difficulty. I've chosen my supplies. That's right. So let me just show that off. So I'm going to be going a little bit of an unorthodox supply route. Maybe not unorthodox, but Mark over here is going to be taking the map, torches, and a pendant. I've never actually done. I have. I've used the map before, but I've never done pendant either. And yeah. And then Harvey's going to take rope, binoculars, and chalk. So no blankets in sight. No compass, which honestly may be a mistake, but we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that no blankets can be solved by some other things going on. But yeah, that's this episode. The first scenario should be out right now. Just follow the link at the end of the episode. If you like this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a video. It really helps out the channel. This has been SuperFang99, signing off.